Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, what's the real purpose of life? Why are you here? Why do you wake up every morning? Is life just about being born, growing up, working, reproducing, and eventually dying? Or is there something more? I believe there is, something deeper, something that gives true meaning to our existence. In this message, I want to share what I have learned about the true purpose of life. And it begins with one simple idea: your mission. The wisest people of our time, and of centuries past, have all reflected on the same question: why are we here? And many of them reach the same conclusion: we are here to unlock our potential and live out a mission that matters. Author Emmett Fox called it the desire of your heart, that inner calling you carry within you. It's a voice that speaks to you, that stirs something deep inside, and yet most people ignore it. They get lost in the noise of life, bills, jobs, routines, and that calling fades. But it never disappears. History's most influential figures didn't ignore their calling. Think of Jesus of Nazareth, a humble carpenter whose words changed the world, or Buddha, whose message of compassion touched billions, or the Prophet Muhammad, who inspired generations with his teachings. These weren't kings. They weren't rich, but they had a mission. Others followed in their path: St. Francis of Assisi, Mother Teresa, Florence Nightingale, Albert Schweitzer. Their lives were centered around one thing: serving others. And through that service, they became truly great. What unites these people is not fame or power, but love. A love so strong, so selfless, that it moved them to dedicate their lives to something greater than themselves. You and I, we're not so different. What we're truly seeking is a mission. Something we can devote ourselves to, something that elevates our lives and in turn lifts others. We only become truly great when we give ourselves to something greater. Selfish people never find real happiness, but those who give, who love, who serve, they find fulfillment beyond words. That's why greatness isn't about how much you have. It's about how much you give. So what does it mean to live a life filled with love? It begins with accepting yourself completely. You are valuable. You were born with a purpose. You're not a mistake. You're not extra. You matter. Then take full responsibility for your life. No excuses, no blame, just action. Next, forgive. Let go of resentment. The key to spiritual growth is forgiveness. Pure, unconditional release. Fill your mind with love, with positive thoughts. Starve your brain of fear and anger. Feed it love and possibility. Set noble goals. Pursue dreams that inspire you. Live by values that reflect the highest version of who you can be. Care for your body. Nourish it, move it, rest it. Your body is the temple of your soul. Treat it as such. And above all, follow the golden rule. Treat others with patience, kindness, and compassion. Everyone is fighting battles you can't see. As you live by these principles, something amazing happens. You begin to radiate love. You attract your mission. You become a source of light in a world that desperately needs it. Business, teaching, art, medicine, every profession can become sacred when done with love and service. That's the power you hold. You were not born to merely exist. You were born to serve, to love, to give. The measure of your life won't be what you accumulate, but the love you gave and received. That's what will remain when all else fades. And here's a truth I hope you never forget. Love grows only when it is shared. The more you give, the more you'll have. The less you give, the less you'll keep. That's the law of life. A kind old woman once told me a poem that she kept close to her heart. Only one life, it soon will pass. Only what's done with love will last. So love fully.
Give freely.
Live boldly. That is your real purpose. And when you live from love, you begin to rise. Closer to your highest self. Closer to the stars. Very far close to the sun are my highest dreams. Maybe I won't reach them, but I can look up and admire their beauty. Believe in them and try to follow wherever they lead. That's what gives life meaning. Not just reaching, but striving. Not just existing, but becoming. At the end of our journey, when all is quiet and we look back, we won't measure our life by money or fame. We'll measure it by the love we gave, the lives we touched, and the courage we had to pursue what truly mattered. Your greatness will not be defined by applause, but by alignment, by how closely your daily actions reflect the values you hold dear. If you live with integrity, with love, and with purpose, you've already succeeded. Fear will always try to whisper reasons to hold back, but every great soul in history has heard those same whispers and moved forward anyway. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be faithful to the mission within. The most powerful question you can ask yourself every morning is this: what would love do today? Love builds, love listens, love gives. If you make your decisions through the lens of love, everything else begins to align. Serving others doesn't always mean grand gestures. Sometimes it means presence. It means showing up fully for your children, your partner, your friends. It means offering your best self to the moment in front of you. Don't wait for permission to be great. Don't wait for the world to notice you. The world will always make room for people who live with conviction. Start now, where you are with what you have. The path will rise to meet you. Everything in life is either a lesson or a gift. If it challenges you, it's shaping you. If it blesses you, it's building you. Nothing is wasted. Even your darkest days have carved depth into your soul. You weren't meant to be average. There's nothing average about the fire inside you. You were designed to rise, to elevate others, to shine, to love boldly, and to leave a mark that outlives you. So go forward now, not with fear but with faith. Know that you are guided, that your life has purpose, and that your love matters. You don't need to have all the answers. You only need to keep moving, one step at a time, toward the person you were always meant to become.